Hello, hello. It'll be probably about another 30 seconds before I can show my screen. Better safe than sorry. Alright, I think I'm about ready to go. Howdy, howdy. Time to finish up this mammoth. Howdy. Oh man, this snow is gonna be a pain. It wasn't too bad before because I was like printing as the snow was falling. Now it's just been sitting here. Block check. This is gonna be painful. What? Let's just speedrun this bit. I want to clear as little snow as possible. We're still early. It's water today. Good old H2O. Yeah, earlier stream. No beer today, and I'll probably be done before the sun sets. But I also don't have that much more, and then I'm just done with my mammoth, so. One more layer. Also, I was taking a look at the replay I've been saving. It looks a little bit funky. I've seen plenty of replays of people printing stuff, but it just looks a little bit weirder when it's a lot of this. Just jumping up, print a layer, jump up, print a layer, jump up, print a layer. Speed through this bit here. I don't even know what this is, like the collarbone. I feel like I'm about to get stuck inside here. Kinda works. Okay, back down a couple layers. And where was that? I'm kind of blind. Oh, it's right there. I am blind. So, oh my god, I already need to take this jacket off. That's right, I closed my door and it just instantly like jumped 10 degrees. Why did I build in a snow biome? Because it's a mammoth. It kind of belongs in a snow biome. But I am regretting the decision now. It sounded cooler in my head than it actually ended up being. But hey, now I know for the next one. Oh, that's awkward. Okay, snow. Beep, blap. Beep, beep, boop, bop. No problem. Also, I don't have my ESP on. There we go. Thinking my screen felt a little too normal. God, he's still hitting me. Leave me alone. Oh my god, he's still shooting at me. It's an Olympic archer. And then up and up and up. Oh, I already saw more snow. Yo, fire the witch voice actor. Hire me instead. Basically identical. Yeah, the snow never stops, but when you're doing it just like this, it's not too bad. It's just like, oh, one snow at a time. Oh no. When you're having to like de-ice an entire layer, a lot more annoying. That show had a life in kids. Yeah, well, sadly he left them behind in the end. Make sure I'm hitting all this weird stuff. Looking good. And some of these ribs I can maybe just go down them and manage to print them well, but getting nervous because they're starting to become pretty big ribs. Okay, up and up and up. Yeah, sometimes Baritone even manages the ghost blocks properly. One time at like 20, it's like, oh wow, I know how to use your second stack of stone in your hotbar. entire rest of the time. One stack at a time. Oh, well, shit. So I'm printing this one while I'm here. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, this is the most annoying part, when there's just stone, then snow, and then another like layer of stone. Enter off. Yuck. And restocked. Get out of here, snow. I love building ribs. Okay. We are connected. I just gotta hit all this shit too. Connected more ribs. Okay, stop snowing, please. There. Well, as of this restock, so like the stone that's in my inventory right now, I'm only what, not even, I think I'm less than 25% left till it's done. We're getting close. But also this, yeah. Stopping and starting is kind of kicking my ass as far as the snow. Just lost my 6,000 day hardcore world. How'd he die? I'm curious. I've never sunk that much time into a hardcore world. Part of it's always interested me, but even on 2B with mods out the wazoo, I die all the time. So yeah, I know I would have fun and then hit the point where you're at and then lose my cool. Well, that's unfortunate. Frickin' Enderman knocked off. Okay, that's That's just like a series of unfortunate events. Actually left as a ledger at the base. Sad days. That's why even when you're not on 2B, you gotta have a quadrillion totems. Oh, this is awkward. Great visuals. I gotta like get inside the block. Yeah, even when I play like RuneScape, I've tried the hardcore Iron Man mode. It's fun, but I go AFK all the time. Okay. Once it's snow on the top layer, it's not too bad, but this is the pain in the ass part. Okay. Looking good. Okay. De-ice the sucker. Is this even gonna really help, or is it just gonna be snow, just covered in snow again in 30 seconds? Okay, quick. Mostly good. Yeah. Fucking snow. Weird that certain areas are just so much worse. It's like this is all snow biome. But there's 100% like worse parts to print than others. I love de-icing my build. This is so much fun. Print, print, print. As soon as you're done hitting snow, you just gotta run. I didn't know you were occupied. Yeah, I'm trying to get this build done early today. By that, I don't have that much left to complete, period. So, hoping to get this done. But so far, I don't even know if anybody's stumbled across this build. Come on. Gotta get in there. There we go. Any weird blocks? I think I got it. Hello, hello. Alright, re-rye. Gotta butcher it every way possible, but howdy. Okay. I hate this spot. There's too much snow. Let's get this done with. Ah! Come on, let me up. There we go. Is that another... Oh my god, there's so much snow. We'll be back at end of game. And good luck. Don't get too pissed. Again, I swear, Counter-Strike has been so hot or cold for me lately. It's either like the complete best of times or the total worst of times. So, hope you get the best of times. I wonder if I could just turn on nuker for snow. I thought about that, but also this is already still pretty damn big, and do I really want to do that like at spawn? My Twitch, it's I'm pretty sure it's in the description over on YouTube, but it's a Kill War Live. Plenty of sweet treats over there, as in the TV in the corner. You can switch the channel over on Twitch. Nuker. Let's see. Nope. Sneak.
Ritzarter is now following.
Thank you, thank you. Hey. Oh, I didn't actually turn it on. Okay, it works, but let me tune this shit down. No packet mine. Okay, is that gonna work? You bet. Why, I should have been doing this for like hours. That's 2B. There's just like so many different modules you could use for every different situation that there's so many times I've been making a build. I will spend hours of my time doing some weird niche thing, and then you're 80% done with the build, and then you go, oh, wait. I could have been doing this some completely different way the entire time. Oh, wait. Okay, turn that on. Now it's... Okay, my nuker and print are on the same key. But oh my god, it's hitting things so far away. Forward, no. Why forward? 7. Turn that way down. Now it's not hitting anything. Oh, it's because of the down. Okay, we can hit, I think, forward 4. There we go. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna be probably doing a little bit of a, like, laggier movement like that now. But hey, nuker's gonna make the snow be non-existent. Very nice. Because I was originally trying stuff to like... I was trying to allow my client to just like directly place the blocks onto the snow, and it just would not cooperate. But hey, automatically destroying the snow works with me. Until I hit a place like over here, and then it's just gonna be nuker. Just destroy everything. Hey, it works. Ooh, is this? I'm so bad at remembering Tame Impala songs. I think this is a good one. Tame Impala is one of those bands for me where I've just listened to his records on like repeat for so long that yeah, song titles I've started to forget. It blurs together. I could tell you what album any song is from, but there's a good chance I'll just forget its name. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this one is from Lonerism. Man, can I not remember the name of it. I literally know how to play this song on guitar, and I cannot remember the name of it. Oh, the snow's gone. Got that going for me. Yeah, there's like a ton of snow still sitting right there. Meanwhile, I'm A-okay up here. Gotta love the random blizzards. That's the thing too, I have no render on for like all of the weather related things. So I'm never seeing like rain or snow actually falling across my screen. It's just like, oh, snow is appearing magically on the ground. What mod? For which part? Because I have a whole list of mods. I started off with a good old Meteor and Rusher combo, but if you're talking about just what I'm using to build this here, then it's a Lightmatica yeah, it's the building one. The mod that lets me see all of these blocks is Lightmatica, and then it's a second mod called the Lightmatica Printer, you know, works in conjunction with it. So plenty of servers you could use just the Lightmatica and then have to like hand place the blocks in your schematic. I'm on 2B with no rules, so I'm printing the whole thing. But if you're on 2B and you're not automating things, you're doing it wrong. Ooh. Hey there, buddy. Oh. Get off my statue. Okay, let me jump. Yeah, this is what I'm going to be dealing with now with the nuker. The nuker is going to make my life amazing as far as snow. It's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass to move around, you know, as it's just trying to destroy a bajillion snow blocks surrounding you. Let me pop this on 3 down to be safe. Yeah, there we go. My own stream died on me. There was a network error. Thanks, Twitch. Yeah, okay, this is so much better. Hallelujah, nuker. Again, I should have been doing this since minute 1, but whoopsie, didn't think about it. I just have to watch my step, because yeah, like this, all these, for reference, the pink and purple you know, glaring colors. That's a block, in this case these snow blocks, you know, the snow just right on top. The snow is not supposed to be here, but if it's pink, that doesn't mean there's like a bad block there.
Odrastel rated my stream with 15 viewers.
It's the dirty red snow. That's the thing that's no good. Thank you, Trusty. How was your stream, bud? I tuned in for a couple minutes, but I was lurking to the maximum degree. What am I building? This is gonna be a big old mammoth. And if you ignore the awkward pink snow, yeah, it's already pretty formed up.
Schrimplone is now following.
But yeah, tusks fully formed. You start moving back, and not as much. Finished building the KFC. Yeah, when I tuned in, I was seeing you build. You were like building the tables around the restaurant, and I assume like there's like chairs. I'm pretty lazy when it comes to like that kind of really precise kind of like inside detail. I'm a big time exterior man. Are you super far out on Tubi? No. I do have super far out things, you know, my little private bases and stashes, but this thing here is incredibly close to spawn. I need to find like a good word to call this region, because it's like people love to call things either like spawn or it's like the full greater spawn region.
Is now following.
Thank you. Thank you for both IHY Misery and Shrimplonix. What do you regard as far out? Millions is what I would call far out. And to be fair, like on Tubi, you still can be like pretty safe if you just start hitting like the hundreds of thousands out. But yeah, no, I'm not in the region that you can literally spawn in, but I'm also really close to spawn. What client are you using that's letting you fill your schematic like this? This is the Ice Tank Lightmatica printer. Yeah, the texture pack, it holds everything together. Where do I go about getting the OSR resource packs? I made mine myself because custom RuneLite resource packs. I'm literally currently dealing with fucking... I tried to submit a plugin to the RuneLite hub, and oh my god, they are some weird dudes over on... I mean, I should have expected. It's not even like the actual GitHub like members of the RuneLite organization, but man, you submit a RuneLite plugin and a dozen other RuneLite contributors come out of the woodwork to criticize your plugin. But yeah, I made this myself, just grabbing the textures from the RuneScape wiki. I'm still to this day kind of scared about the idea of redistributing this texture pack myself, because it is, at the end of the day, Jagex copyrighted material. So it's like, even if I'm sharing it for free, it's like a little bit scary. But because it's like, actually, even if you do look up like RuneScape Minecraft texture packs, there are some out there. You'll notice they're like never quite the copy-pasted textures like directly like mine. So I feel like I'm in a weird legal gray area. Mine did not work, it just glitched when I tried placing. Any special settings? Yes, but let me hide my screen while I pull them up, because for reference, this Lightmatica menu is like an absolute recipe for leaking shit.
Alexander Best nič 5 subscribed
for
on
reference,
YouTube.
I'm on like the generic settings of Lightmatica, and I believe the big things are just let's see, printer Grim. I think a lot of these are default. I have printer Airplace, as true, and I do know that is a very, very essential setting. Here, I can show this part without leaking. Oh man, and by that it's still pretty hidden, but yeah, printer air place I have set as true, and I'm pretty sure that's like a make or break setting with Lightmatica at the moment. Gray area for sure. Yeah. Again, I love using it, but the idea of sharing it. And those for netherite, rune for diamond. Yeah, this is because I handmade this myself. I was able to make it very, very 2B2T specific. So yeah, like I have all of my netherite stuff here is dragon. If it was diamond armor, it would be rune. Almost anything else is is just normal vanilla Minecraft. I set like because one of my classic things was if I'm like AFK, at least I don't even need it now with like faster e-bounce settings, but for when I was like AFK bouncing along the highway at 40 BPS, I used to wear a golden helmet all the time, so I could just be fully AFK and not give a shit about like totem failing to a piglin. And so for specifically that reason, my golden helmets are the helm of Neatsnots, however you want to pronounce that. Again, every person who plays RuneScape pronounces that Neatsnot, Nightsnot, Neatsnot. Like everyone pronounces it differently, but you know what helmet I'm talking about. The winged sucker that everybody used in like 2007. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I love hearing people say. What was it? I always said like Ardoin, but then you got like Ardugni, Argdung. Yeah, just so many different ways to pronounce it. And Alexander, what can you leak in your settings? As far as because the Lightmatica has, you know, this schematic has a very precise coordinate set to it. You know, that way if your game crashed and you lose all your progress and you had to like completely reload this schematic in, you could still be like, oh hey, I know exactly where to place it. X here, Y there. Boom, it's right back to that exact old spot. Handy. The flip side is, you show that menu on screen, there's your coordinates blatantly on screen for everybody to see. Arg, matey. Yeah, no, it's of all the potential ways to leak your coordinates on 2B, I think probably most of them are somehow related to using the Lightmatica. Or again, it's more using Lightmatica versus the Lightmatica printer. The printer doesn't do anything special to leak shit. It's the fact that you have the schematic and then you just show, yeah, like I said, show some big menu on your screen that's like, oh, here's your exact coordinates.
Alert.
Oh god.
The time is now 4:20.
He's buying out the store. Well, I'm gonna try and finish off this almost already dead cart. I gave it an extra charge before the stream because I knew it was gross and still mostly dead, but it is what it is. You know, gotta get my money's worth. Really get everything out. How long do you think it takes before someone griefs it if you leak it now? If I leak it, it could be griefed by the end of today. Leaking things purposely is kind of like a... Again, then it's like people who... it doesn't even need to necessarily be people who dislike me. It could just be somebody that goes, oh, hey, it's a streamer and they leaked chords. I'm gonna go fuck with it. As is any, you know, if some Russian dude randomly flies into this thing, he's not gonna be like, oh yes, that English speaking streamer built that. He's just gonna be like, oh, da давай, and, you know, move on. Compare that to, yeah, if I leak it, even if there's a language barrier, that same Russian guy could be like, oh, Gilgor, Harosh, Garif. Oh, sorry. I kind of already got distracted. Blinker. Yeah, reason because I can. There's literally, I can see contents within this cart, but man, I did not get shit. I think I need to go grab the other one from the other room. Also just starting to taste like cleaning supplies, which is probably not a good sign. Music check. Yeah, I'm good for a couple minutes. I think I'm gonna finish this layer and make a quick BRB. So I can, you know, gotta make the blinker actually worth it. Rich Streamer has millions of cards. And by millions, 2. Totally freaking loaded. My mom lets me have 2 cards. What's the most valuable item in 2B2T? Here, before I go, that's an interesting question. Because it would depend on what you would consider an item. Because if you're talking any one-off item, but like... Because like technically golden apples would probably be the most worthwhile, you know, like investment item to hold on 2B kind of thing. Armor trim? Nope. No way. Every single armor trim is yeah, duped to a massive scale. And by duped, you know, it's vanilla duping. It's just like cloning trims, but there's every trim, including the, was it the eye trim, whatever one was supposedly like the rarest for a while. Every single armor trim is super common. You're either talking golden apples as the most quote-quote valuable thing, because then, you know, you can't dupe or craft any more golden apples. It's just golden apples of yesteryear getting used up. So technically, golden apples, very, very valuable on 2B. If you literally mean a singular item, it's got to be some original book. I don't want to be cliche, but like probably some weird old, like very notable fit original book would probably be really valuable. Wasn't there like literally Housemaster signed books from, you know, like a decade ago now? Something like that, if you're talking like a actual singular item with a lot of valuable. Yeah, it's probably just a signed book, because then it's like the equivalent of a 2B2T like autograph. 32k sword. Well, that's the thing though. 32k swords you cannot get anymore, but at the same time, are they useful? Not necessarily. They're neat novelties. People, you know, you can still use them as a max enchantment sword, but is it really valuable? Is there anything you can't dupe? Literally almost everything. Again, there has not been a dupe on 2B2T in like basically half a decade besides the Trident dupe. So besides the Tridents, every other thing would have to be quote dupable, like not dupable, clonable. Like, you know, you're talking vanilla mechanics. You can, you know, clone armor trims. You can clone what's it called? Netherite templates. You know, they're not dupable through old exploited means, but you can still clone them through, yeah, just normal vanilla Minecraft means. But yeah, there is a metric shitload of items you can't dupe, which is why the economy on 2B is a lot more interesting than it was 5 to 10 years ago. Anyways, I've been yapping. Let me run and go grab that cart. BRB, very quick. Alrighty. We're back. And by that, I immediately set down the cart. Which one's the real one? Wait, I genuinely can't see. This one. Okay. Well, very delayed. I'm probably like 5 minutes behind now, but cheers, Zark. God damn it. It is a printer by... It's that guy's Lightmatica printer. Still not a great hit, but if you start looking around for the ice tank Lightmatica, you'll find the mod. What's better, a cart that doesn't hit but tastes like cleaning supplies, or a cart that does hit but tastes like booty cheeks? Oh no biggie. I've kind of been through the ringer as far as printing things on 2B is concerned. I've been doing it a while now, and there's still all of a sudden, oh, he's tweaked the 2B anti-cheat. Ha ha ha! All your printers are broken. Have fun.
Alert. The time
damn
is
you.
now
I gotta
4:20.
really double up. Yeah, fuck you, man. Yeah. Yeah, this does not taste very good. But is what it is. And right back to the charger. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be getting clouds like I did last night. This cart's already running lower, but if it's still hurting. Come on, finish off this bit. Is this even, what is this, the head? Yeah, top of the skull. Almost donezo. Eat it, donezo. Nope, a little more music. Hey, we're done here. Okay, time to find the next stomping ground, aka spam this button and drop my FPS. Or FPS, holy crap. How long until I'm finished? Not sure. I'm already pretty close, because for reference, here, let me go stock up. This entire build was, where's my stuff? Here. The entire build was about a double chest worth of shulkered stone. It was like ballpark about 100,000 blocks, and we're now at these. So pretty close. I hit the ground and my nuker just started clearing all the sand, or not sand, snow around me. Bit too eager. Yeah, I can hit it. If I try to hop on Tubi now, will I get in, or is there a way? There is a very long queue. I'm not even gonna look, but I'm just gonna guess it's about 600 people long. And would take you 18 to probably 21, 22 hours. It's a huge, huge queue. So if you do want to play 2B2T, you basically either have to pay for priority queue, or you can start to look into running proxies, but proxies are better for like alt accounts, you know, your second, maybe a third account even. But your main account that, you know, you actually want to be playing on, you're gonna, yeah. Oh, yeah. Or just get priority queue from No. Yeah, just gotta be playing them marbles. Why don't they upgrade their servers? They have upgraded their servers. Their servers are top of the line, but if you completely get rid of the queue, they don't make money anymore. There's zero microtransactions. There's one way that 2B2T makes money: selling the skip to the queue. So they've already got crazy servers, but to sustain said crazy servers, they need consistent monthly money. How do you get monthly money? Charging to skip the queue. What? I really just glided over that. Yep. It's a kind of a self-sustaining cycle. So he can and he will change how many non-priority queue accounts have access to the server. Like the last time I think that, like around Christmas time, I remember him upping the number of non-priority queue accounts were on the server. Because I was like saying like, oh yeah, he's doing it to try and get the Christmas money from the kids. But yeah, you run too good of a server, absolutely no queue, stop making money. Also, hallelujah nuker. Ooh. Okay, that's the bad part about nuker. Sometimes it'll make me do weird things with the elytra. I'm just like gliding off the edge. But otherwise, hallelujah. I hate breaking snow manually. Sounds very distorted. Is this the end? Yep. 40 seconds left. I need more music. We're making the switch to wet leg. Build is insane. Thank you. Down here. Hold on. Let me make it not pink as hell real fast. There we go. How much we got done so far? Again, pretty close. I gotta actually fly around to get all of it. The T-Rex that I made before this, there's no hope of getting the entire build in render distance. It's just always a lost cause. Here, you're a lot closer. But you still can't really get, like, everything. If you're getting the butt, you're missing the tusks. And if you're seeing the tusks, yeah, tusks. Weird word to say. Tusks. But then, yeah, if you're up there, you're missing the butt. Is it hard to get elytras? Sometimes. How hard it is to get anything on 2B kind of depends on how social you are. Because if you're talking an item like, yeah, an elytra, you can go to the end and still farm your own elytras, sure. You're probably not actually going to be getting, A, your first elytras by doing that, or B, any sizable quantity of elytra by doing that. Boom. What you doing, Kilgore? I'm doing a big old mammoth build over here. Just approaching completion. I think this shoulder blade here is probably like the biggest missing part. Oh, yeah, or how your wallet is. There was a single time where I almost spent $5 on a 2B item shop because I needed items then there ASAP immediately. And by that, it was in the middle of the Trident dupe. So, active dupe, and we're like, we need more shulkers now. That was the only time I even nearly spent money on a 2B2T shop. And even then, it was only going to be $5, and somebody else still ended up paying it for me. Shout out Sid. What's wrong with buying stuff? There's nothing inherently wrong with buying stuff, but I think it kind of defeats the purpose of playing 2B2T. You're here for the experience, and if you're swiping your credit card, you're not really getting the experience. I said it's a she named Sid, who I haven't seen in a while. Last time I saw Sid, it was as I was destroying trees around spawn, and she popped in and went frowny face. But oh well. Some people destroy spawn, some people repair spawn. I'm a destroyer. Yeah, I personally really enjoyed my first stage of 2B2T where I was having to grind out my items, because yeah, you can't just immediately get on the server and go, oh yeah, I want some kits and elytras and fireworks right now, and just immediately join up a group, swipe your credit card, whatever. But then you're not having that moment of finding your first elytra off of a corpse on the highway kind of thing. You're like, you know, you're missing life experiences basically. Part of the fun. So I'm a little bit more understanding of again, it's like you buy from a shop if you need an item right then and there, and yeah, it's more of an accessibility thing. It's like the kind of thing where you're like, oh, I could spend time setting up a farm base for this, but I don't need that much, and I need it now. Yeah, speeding through this. Speaking of elytra, let me repair my shit before I forget. There we go. Enjoying building up my own gear and enchants and items and stuff. I haven't even done. I trust. Beginning of 2B, I was thinking I was gonna have to start like enchanting some of my own gear. Never got around to it, and basically never have. GF. What did I say? GF. Mein GF. My GF and I spent a good bit looking for elytra, and we wanted to get to build Explorer, so we just said fuck it.
Botarden is now following.
Thanks for the follow, Booty Warden. Do kind of wish we didn't, but still haven't found one. Yeah. Elytras, at the beginning, people instantly are like, oh yeah, I gotta go to the end for it. Honestly, you're probably just better off either sticking around spawn itself. You know, there'll be just random kits lying around sometimes, you know, just shulkers out and about. Or travel along highways and find corpses. There is also modules that you can use that will highlight piglins that are wearing any unnatural armor. So you can not only get elytras, you know, that a piglin's like looted off a corpse, but if a pig's wearing netherite, it's gonna pop a box up and be like, this pig here. Is there anything considered as cheating, like not allowed? On 2B, not as far as I... No. The one almost exception is like, historically, if you lag the server, you might get quote-quote punished, but then it's... The punishment on 2B is never banning. But, as I was saying before, massive queue on 2B, you basically have to be paying for priority queue to play, and if the admins of the server find out that you're lagging the server, they're just gonna ban you from paying for priority queue. which is kind of a funny like punishment if you think about it. As punishment, you can't give us money, but then you also more or less can't access the server. Learn mob ESP beforehand. Yeah, well then you're okay. Yeah, again, it's a weird punishment, but it's basically the only punishment. Never even beat the game, as in like Ender Dragon. Is, I mean, then understandable. There's plenty of people that I've known in the 2B ecosystem who, it's not just like they haven't beat the Ender Dragon. There's some people who their first Minecraft experience period was 2B2T. That kind of crazy. I don't even know how to enchant. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, see, then you're in for like the double trouble, because there's so much to learn. Even if you're very well acquainted with Minecraft, 2B2T is just, it's another demon. But then also having to like learn how just like vanilla Minecraft mechanics work. Whew. I've been on 2B for about a year now. By that, actually. Hey, no, it's August. I think I'm past 1 year. Where's my cake? I think I need to take a step back and go to my single player world. Not necessarily. Again, you gonna let me eat this? Like, I shoved it into my face and then it just like stopped. But there's nothing wrong with going straight into 2B2T, but hey, fuck you, Cody. But it's just again, it's just an interesting way, considering, again, you know, I've heard things about, oh, you know Java Minecraft, or usually it's the flip side, like you were a Bedrock Minecraft player and then you're making the switch to Java to play 2B2T. That's also like a really weird switch, because all of a sudden so many weird vanilla mechanics like related to redstone and farms and stuff, all that changes. Why the face mask? Face mask. Hide my identity and entices people in. If you're in my chat to ask me why I'm wearing a face mask, it means you're in my chat talking. So mission accomplished. Got stuck in my single player world and bought me a client. Hearing that for a single player world is just kind of funny to me. Trying to learn Crystal PvP. Oh, have fun. I've stayed away from Crystal PvP. It's, again, a whole nother world that I do not want to participate in. I only watch for the masks. Got an iron farm, carrot farm, wool farm, villager farm. All fully automatic. Again, who cares if you watched guides? It's about having the farm. It's like the same thing on 2B2T. Oh, you didn't personally design this farm with max efficiency in mind? Who cares? If you've got a farm, you've got a farm. Yeah, do not interact with Crystal PvPers. Great rule of thumb. The idea of Crystal PvP does still intrigue me, but you start spending any time on 2B, and then you realize everybody who does PvP is insufferable. Sorry, 99% of the people who do PvP are insufferable. Shout out my boy Nick Dewey. Don't have enough degrees to understand how some of these farms work. Yeah. Again, then also are talking about Java versus like Bedrock and stuff. There's people on YouTube who will make careers out of just designing farms. It's insane. They explain how it works, and I still have no idea. Yeah, that's me, except instead of YouTube, it'll be like directly my friends on 2B. I will be at a base with a farm, and I go, I don't know how this works, and they go, oh, it's easy, and I just like nod along. Yeah, nodding my head, mouth open. Yep, just like feel like a getting yapped to on a first date. It's just like, okay. This bit is coming along, but I gotta hit this gross little rib. Is this a rib cage? That's a rib. That's like, I think, collarbone? Oh, come on, it's the nuker, like, makes you glide across the ground sometimes. Switch off cards 2 months ago. I was going through 12 a month. Whoo! I get some bigger cards, but yeah, that's a decent number of cards. I don't think I'm quite at 1 a week, so I'm not that bad, but I still feel like I kind of need to slow down. But then you hit the classic conundrum of like, you want to take a tea break either for like tolerance or health reasons, and then you're just sitting around. In my case, like playing 2B2T, and then I'm like, but I could be doing this and hitting my card. Okay, sped through that bit. 3 ounces a month. Whew. I feel like if I ever actually kept track of how much I was consuming, I'd probably be a bit more concerned, but I just don't keep track. Oh, turn off. Well, already screwed myself. Okay. Oh, this sucker. Flower oil. I think the only time I actually sort of knew how much I was consuming was when I was using dabs, and then it was still not too bad. I think I used an ounce of dabs every 3 months. So I had it kind of like down to a schedule when I would like have to buy more. A method to smoking flower according to TikTok? Question. Uh-huh. Anything with TikTok. I'm still an old man that uses it with an extreme grain of salt. I was like, not too long ago, I was just watching some things about where some quote, I can't even say it was an energy drink. Somebody might even remember the name of it, but it was some drink that was going viral because it was like, it's a euphoric drink with no weed in it. and it was going somewhat viral because people were like, "Oh yeah, I drink it and it makes me feel so good," and it was basically gas station amphetamines in a drink. Like crazy shit. But you know, when you don't look at the ingredients of what you're consuming and see it's amphetamines, and you're just like, "Oh yes, euphoric TikTok drink," doesn't sound too bad. There's info there if you stay long enough. Yeah, but then you could say that about, like, literally anything. You stick around in a cult long enough, you probably will learn a thing or two. But you've also got to be in a cult. So yeah. Even without going on to like the full-blown like Chinese propaganda, the Chinese are worming into your brain kind of things, I just don't trust TikTok. And by that, I just don't even go on TikTok. Really? A single block missing. Oh god, oh god. What are you doing? That was sickening. Maybe I should sell classes. Yeah, no, that's the real get-rich scheme. Sell classes on how to use TikTok. Yeah. Once I finish up with these ribs, we are almost done. This is probably the worst part as I finish up. Is screw making ribs. No, I found this as this was a 3D schematic. Or no, I mean, not 3D schematic, a 3D model that I found online. With textures and everything. And I used a tool to turn the 3D object into a schematic that I could use with Lightmatica. And technically you can use the you know, there's many schematic kind of creation tools out there. And some are pretty cool, as in I am doing this in just stone. But was it originally blocks? I converted it in what's it? Voxelization. So that's the benefit. Instead of finding like a pre-existing schematic that you just have to like deal with or tweak, yeah, I had a 3D model of a mammoth, and then when I voxelized it to import it into Minecraft, I could do what I did here and make it, I think, a height of 240 blocks. I could have also made it 20 blocks big. Then it would have been, yeah, very, very small and maybe not a good looking build for what it is, because again, shocker, big creature, scale works well with it. But yeah, I specifically with this one was like stone only. Yeah, I quote created it in a handful of minutes. I like to think I'm a anybody can be artistic, but I feel like I'm a bit more of a like designer than an outright artist. Howdy doody star. Ooh. That's the end of the music. Hold on, more music. Here we go. Again, I just have like the same live sets like playing constantly, so I've gotten really good at. Oh, that's the last note of the song. Gotta make the switch. How many accounts do I have? Just pure ownership, like 10. How many accounts do I have on 2B2T though? Right now, my main account and 3 proxies. But there was a time where I had my main account. I want to say 7 proxies online all at once. So yeah, reminder that anytime you see some delusional person on the 2B2T Wikipedia, or not Wikipedia, Reddit page, that's like, there should be no queue. The Housemaster is obviously botting the queue to fill it up with, to make people pay. No, it's just proxies. Do you need to keep your PC on for a proxy account? If you're locally hosting the proxy, but then if you're locally hosting the proxy, you're also then 2B2T limits how many non-priority accounts you have to your IP. So, for example, I have my main account here with priority queue. If I had a laptop across my house running 24/7 to run a secondary proxy, I'm good to do that. If I even wanted to run a second proxy, shit out of luck, can't do it. What's a proxy? A proxy is the most pure, like, non-Minecraft or 2B2T related terms. A proxy is a middleman's, so it's almost comparable to a VPN, where if you are using a VPN or a proxy to connect to Google, then instead of you directly connecting to Google, you are connecting to the proxy, a little computer in a server somewhere, and then that computer is the one that connects to Google. So as far as what Google would be seeing, they're not seeing your IP, they're seeing the IP address of, like, the data center that you're renting out a VPS in. Third party, I use Vulture. Why would you need a proxy account? Because if you're over on Vulture, the website that I use, paying for again, you're basically renting out a small computer in this data facility, and that very, very small computer, like, again, comparable to like a Raspberry Pi, if you know what that is, it's almost not a computer. It's like I think the cheapest thing is half a gigabyte of RAM. It's like a very, very small limited computer. But then instead of you directly connecting to 2B2T, oh, we have a virus pop up. Sorry. You're not really missing anything anyhow. It's because I typed the word vulture, and the word vulture has a U in it. But, so yeah, you're renting out this proxy. It's a tiny little computer in a server somewhere. And then that little tiny computer is connecting to 2B2T and sitting in the queue on your behalf. So, whenever you do want to connect,
the select is our following.
It's not like you actively have a Minecraft client open on your computer, sitting through the queue, because that's the classic thing that you will see every new player complaining about is, why did I get kicked from the queue? Or like, what did I do wrong? I got kicked back in, now I'm sitting through the queue again. Anytime if you're just running a Minecraft client, you want to tweak your module, so you need to restart your game, you're kind of shit out of luck. You're back in the queue. Compare that to renting the proxy. Again, regardless of what you are doing on your client, that little computer that you're renting out is just sitting in the queue. So you could be asleep at 4 a.m. with no computers running on your end. It's sitting in the queue for you. Yeah, yap attack for you who knows what a proxy is, bud. Last game we got no prime and got vac attack on the other team. So you had a bad game. So are you paying for a proxy or paying $20 for priority queue? On this main account of mine, I'm paying for priority queue, but I have 3 other accounts on 2B2T that are you know, I don't use them consistently. They're like alt accounts sitting around at a base, you know, just like to load pearls kind of thing. And then if it's, yeah, again, a pearl loading thing, it's not, ooh, yeah, you're not using this account all the time. Perfect scenario. You pay a couple bucks and you, yeah, again, it's hosted on the VPS for you. How do you control it? I can kind of show you. As in, actually, I don't want to show it. I forgot I'm replay recording, so it makes it more awkward. But basically, the server that you're renting out. Sorry for the questions. Again, I know plenty about this, so I'm more than happy to blab. And as far as, yeah, having PC-related higher education, I've got a degree, so hallelujah. 2B2T wasn't my first rodeo in trying to do very niche technical stuff. But, there we go. So, when you're renting out that little computer that's sitting in the queue for you, it has its own independent IP address, which is great because A, 2B2T limits how many accounts you can have connected to their server if they're non-prio queue. If I had 3 accounts, I'm paying $20 a month on all of them, I could be doing whatever the hell I want. 2B2T doesn't care. If I loaded up 2 clients right now and tried to log into 2 different non-priority queue accounts, it's not going to let me on 2B2T. You are limited to 1 account per, one non-prio account per IP address. So you're paying for that VPS. They give you a separate IP address. You're A, getting around the 2B restrictions. So you want to have 20 non-priority queue accounts? Go for it. Be my guest, as long as you literally have the Minecraft accounts to support it. But then, yeah, you get an IP address, and then you just connect to it like it's a Minecraft server. It kind of looks weird at first. But, yeah, instead of connecting to 2b2t.org, you would be connecting to just a long string of numbers, an IP address. And then, boom, you're on 2b2t through this weird proxy. Again, it's sort of almost hard to explain if you haven't seen it, because it is really weird. But the more you get into 2b2t, the more, like, it's just absolutely essential proxies become. Why would you want to run more than 1 account on 2b2t, though? The pearl loading thing? Well, the pearl loading thing is stasis chambers. You know, if you're getting around on 2B, you're getting around via /killing to spawn, teleporting to your bed, and ender pearl stasis chambers. And in the case of ender pearl stasis chambers, you're either having a group community base, because then you're not.
Anna Lebron Glacier is now following.
Thank you. You're not having your proxy. You're just like, hey, buddy of mine, go hit my pearl. And then boom, you've been teleported from spawn to a base millions out. But if you have a proxy account, the whole thing is, I was just saying, you have an IP address to connect to that proxy. I can share the IP address of my proxy to my friends and give them access to my proxy account while it's on 2b2t without outright, I'm not sharing the account password or anything. So, oh yeah, I have a base with 5 buddies. I can share the IP address to that proxy to all 5 of my buddies. And as long as they're whitelisted on your little proxy, again, there's still security measures. But bada boom, all 5 of your buddies, instead of having to go, hey, Kilgore, it's 4 in the morning and I know you're like probably sleeping or doing something, but I really need you to hit my pearl, please. They can just log into the proxy on their end and hit the pearl themselves. There's even like through Discord and through proxies, there's even ways to fully automate it. You just send a command in a Discord channel, and you don't even have to log into the proxy. You just go upload me, enter, it loads you. You can go play on one proxy account logged in with X-Clan. Proxy account 2 is logged in with your brother that you play with on Sundays. Proxy 3 accounts with your small group of friends. More or less. They could still even be all affiliated with the same group. But if you have 3 different bases for a group, if you want to be consistently going back and forth to those 3 different bases, you're going to need some proxies. Totem. So, yeah, if you have 3 bases, you might want to run 3 proxies, kind of thing. Especially if you're a total solo player, then there's no way of you relying on a buddy to hit your pearls. So then it's just you have to use proxies as a solo player. Also, I definitely missed at least one message there. Basically, have your proxy perma on with anti-AFK shit. Yep, every hour of every day. My proxies are either sitting in the queue or on the server with anti-AFK. And yeah, you can play actually via it's just another account. If y'all are looking to stick around by the time I finish this entire build, I could be showing off how my proxies work. But until I get this thing finished, I'm kind of want to stay here, like in this literal local area. What's up? Howdy doody. Not too much beyond. I'm almost done with this mega build here. Only a couple more layers, and it was like 9 stone, so it's not even 1/6 of the total stone remaining. How do you get designs in like that? I created this one, as in, by created, I looked around for 3D models online. I did not make the original 3D model of this mammoth, but once I had somebody else's 3D model, I voxelized it and, turned it into blocks. And in this case, it's a block palette of just stone, so that part, not too crazy complex. But, yeah, turned the 3D model into a schematic, and now I'm using the mod Lightmatica. Or it's a combo of it's Lightmatica to show the blocks here. Like if I'm just visually looking at things, that's Lightmatica. I'm placing the blocks using the Lightmatica printer. On 1.21.4, yes I am. Which is already kind of annoying because I feel like so many mods have already discontinued 1.21.4 support. Do you need multiple PCs to run proxies? If you're locally hosting them, then yes. Can you log in and out of them via the same PC via control panel on Vultr or something? Yeah, so the whole thing is, again, if you're locally hosting these proxies, then you are doing you're running old laptops kind of thing, and you're probably just playing via that, like some weird thing. If you're renting out server space on Vultr, then yeah, they give you an IP address. It's just running 24/7, and then if I can actually go check into my Discord and see, bada boom, one of my bots right now is in position 309 out of 605 with an ETA of 11 hours. And I can see that because I have a Discord bot hooked up to my proxy. And then, yeah, whenever it comes time to play, all I would be doing is disconnecting from 2B, and even within this exact client, instead of direct connecting to 2b2t.org, I would direct connect to the Proxy's IP, you know, what the IP that Vulture provides for you. And then you're in, you're playing. Nope, no Discord. I've got my little 2B group, but no Discord. And because you're running them and they have an anti-kick mod, there's anti-kick built into Zenith Proxy, which for reference. Vulture is the VPS service I'm using. That's what I'm paying. Again, that's where I'm renting out the server space. Zenith Proxy is the actual name of the proxy software. And yeah, that one, it's got kill aura built in. All these bots that you see around 2b2t spawn that are just like this naked, like fist fighting, you know, like all those Star Wars named bots. They're just Zenith proxy bots using a thing called Spawn Patrol. There's a ton of stuff. Yeah, again, you can send a proxy to spawn to just get in fist fights over and over. You can also just have it stand in the same spot with anti-AFK on. But also then, you have to remember, non-priority queue accounts are only allowed in for 8 hours at a time. So, your proxy sits there for 8 hours, even if you've got the most pristine anti-AFK setup, you're getting kicked after 8 hours. And eat my booty cheeks, Zark. You know you're in. You're literally an admin now. How did that account get logged out and put into queue if it has anti-kick or whatever? Like I said, there's an 8-hour thing. So it's basically, at least with the current queue situation, it's even if it's in the queue every hour of every day, it's going 8 hours of game time, kicked instantly back in the queue with like auto reconnect. 18 to 21 hours pass, it's back in. Great, another 8 hours. What were your major in? I got a nice cybersecurity degree that I now don't really know what I want to do with, because, you know, Jobscape is great. I was on 1.21.8, then went to 1.21.5 for baritone, and now I'm thinking of converting my mod pack back. Yeah. That's kind of my advice. Just use, Prism, multi-MC, something that lets you have multiple clients. And when you are switching things around, don't delete your old stuff. Just create a new thing, experiment, and if, things don't go how they like, you still have that old client on backup. Also, Sangri, if you're coming to Zenith Proxy, I'm more than happy to hear that, because hallelujah. Too many signs. It needs to be only Kilgore map arts. Let's just pretend I'm a 30-something-year-old gamer girl. I was looking to make a video about how to do Zenith Proxy. Because the whole thing is, if I sort of have a natural financial incentive to help people with their proxies, because if I start to share a nice referral code for Vulture, I get free credits for my proxies. So I don't even need to be compensated. You just use a Vulture account and I will slowly get compensated, which is nice. 8 hours it used to be. Yeah, it used to be 6 up until, I think, sometime in around last January, or ballpark around there, and they tweaked stuff, and yeah, now we're at an 8-hour playtime. I do my stuff through CurseForge at the. I've still actually heard some good things about using CurseForge as a client. I'm on multi-MC and I kind of fucking hate it. As in, when it works, it's nice. Yeah, it works when it works. Shocker. There's just plenty of times it doesn't work. Oh, another spot over there. Keep spreading that stuff. It's gonna fucking find a way to patch proxies with a better anti-fit. See, that's actually kind of the hesitancy. Part of me is like, hey, if I make a guide on how to run proxies, I can get free credits. Also, then everybody's gonna hate my guts for making the queue massive. I've heard better things about other things. I've just started. That's the exact same reason why I'm still on multi-MC. Multi-MC... I don't even have like 4 to 5 accounts logged in. I have solely my main account logged in on multi-MC, and it still kicks me out at least once a week. I'm having to log back into my Microsoft account. But I'm so stubborn and don't want to change things. Why is nobody talking about Prism? I don't know. Big multi-MC. They're paying us to not talk about Prism. God, I think my Trump impression has gotten worse. I listen to so little of him nowadays because he drives me fucking insane listening to him for like even 30 seconds. So yeah, I feel like my Trump speak has diminished. Do I have baritone? Yes, I do. Somebody else might have a better memory than I. I installed baritone through some other installer, and I want to say, yeah, or actually right there, unless it comes packaged with Rusher. I might have just gotten baritone through the Rusher installer. Wayback Machine for Meteor? Bada boom, bada bing. Yeah. Or the other classic is just having to dig around for awkward amounts of time on the Meteor GitHub. Ah. It happened for no reason. I mean, you would not believe how many times I've heard, like, specifically because of 1.21.4, everybody's having the same problem. It's just people going, oh god, I can't find the version of baritone or whatever. JS macros doesn't exist on 1.21.4. Just so many incompatibility issues. How long have I played / streamed Minecraft? I'm playing Minecraft way too long. Probably like nigh on 15 years now. A long time. But year, I've only been on 2B for a year and streaming 2B for slightly less. Technically I was streaming before I was streaming 2B, but you know, shocker, until you find like a good niche that you actually really enjoy, streaming kind of sucks. I think before 2B2T, I think my best stream game was like Stalker, which I love Stalker, great game series, but like every person who would come into my chat would be like a Russian person using Google Translate. And like, kudos, at least they still found my stream, but then I'm like having to like tab out and like type to respond to them so that they can, you know, translate it and actually know what I'm saying, because even if I like slowly speak English, they're just using Like, they're using auto-translate tools. Suka. Yeah. The one of 3 Russian words everybody knows. Da, suka, хорош. I'm pretty sure I'm still butchering that last one because I never remember how to pronounce it right. There was one time where I was kind of interested in trying to learn some Russian. You know, it's like taking a little... And by that, any person who is interested in Russian will take like one long look at the Cyrillic alphabet and then go, never mind. Streaming looking for bases. I used to way back when, but hunting, it takes a certain kind of person, and I just don't think I'm one of those people. So I tried to do hunting, but the most I ever did was dungeon hunting. Alright. Okay. 2 inventories of stone and we're done. Chernobyl letters. Except it's Ukrainian, so now it's not Chernobyl, it's Chernobyl now. Is this literally it? And a little bit of that weird shoulder blade. Oh, I'm a absolute history dweeb. I was the kid in high school who would be like falling asleep in most classes, but like history class, I know the answer. What the hell is that thing? Here, let me... actually, let me show it off in its glory, aka not a bunch of weird-looking, incorrect pink blocks. There we go. Big ol' mammoth. Gotta get the full experience. And by full experience, I'm gonna fly through its pelvis. So, come on, let me fly, please. Oh, I'm crashing. So yeah, basically, huge elephant. Why am I building in the snow biome? Because it's a mammoth. A mammoth belongs in the snow. This is not how mammoths get impregnated, though. Elytra Stutterback. No, that's like a combo. Because right now I have my printer button on the same button as I'm using nuker to get rid of the snow. So it's specifically when I'm flying. It might be interested in imprinting, and it's for sure also like nuking snow. Then it, oh, like right there, I got too close to the snow. Let me just turn printing mode off, and then I'll be flying totally flat. Flying fine. Anyways, let me pop this back on so I can see. And we're back. So yeah, 2 days in the making, and again, I forgot the exact block count, but it's for sure more than 90,000 stone blocks. Pretty sure it's closer to 100k. So, pretty easy as far as like getting 100,000 stone, cobblestone, whatever. Not too bad. having a build that's 100,000 blocks, even if it's only stone, that's a pretty damn big build. How did I get the stone? I have a really big cobbled stone farm. It's like the whole automatic shebang. It's a TNT duper that's generating a absolute ton of cobblestone. The cobblestone feeds into a really big furnace array, and it's a big furnace array that's infinitely fueled by carpet dupers. So infinite fuel, infinite TNT with the duper. As long as the thing about TNT is you just can't like unload the chunks with your TNT duper while it's active. But yeah, infinite TNT,
Creator Timothy
infinite
is now
fuel.
following.
And I'm not actually collecting any cobblestone whatsoever, but it's just dubs upon dubs of stone. And thank you for the follow. Creator the mod. Creator the mod of create the mod? Ha 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 ha. It's been so long since I've actually played with the create mod. It used to be like such like a niche, kind of like interesting but kind of crappy thing. And yeah, now you look at create mod and it's like, yeah, I created a totally automated factory. All right. Biggest donation? Not too much. I'm a bit more of a collecting my monthly Amazon Prime dues than getting a lot of donation streamer. Gotta get good old Jeff Bezos paying your priority queue. Saw me placing my map parts around spawn. Forgot to come in and chat. Wait, as in like, do you act like so you saw me in game placing it? I do. It's kind of interesting. Okay, on stream. I'm very. What word am I looking for? I don't really think about, oh yeah, I should spawn a better place. I should be handing out kits. I'm just like, maybe one person every 2 months, I'll just randomly find somebody and be like, oh yeah, here's a kit. You're the lucky winner. The next 200 people I'm gonna run into, they're just gonna get fucking put to the sword. Stole one of the map parts for the collection. That's what they're there for. I don't believe you. Rip Christian Correa, he's in our hearts forever. Just gonna leave it at that. A total inside joke. Gotta be like the oh shit, what's that one that Lemmy show bit? Benny Harvey. Rip Benny Harvey. It's just like a weird, there's like Scottish sketch show that they have a joke that is just like, the entire joke is that it's like an inside joke that's not a joke. You just say Rip Benny Harvey, like it's Benny Harvey, not a real person, but Rip Benny Harvey is just like, anybody who knows it knows Lemmy's show. It's an inside joke for like the sake of being an inside joke. Griefer builder, but very rarely someone who may give a new player a kit. Basically, I don't go out of my way to help new people. And if anything, I'm a lot happier to give people information than material help. If you're gonna go, please, I need an elytra, I need a kit. Good luck, bud. But if you come in here asking about, oh, I'm new and I literally don't know how to elytra bounce, I'm fine with helping you there. Material wealth, I'll gladly gatekeep. If you gatekeep knowledge about TBTT, you're probably kind of lame. Some of the knowledge is kind of meant to be gatekept, but there's so much just constant crap you need to know about configs. It's such a generous guy. Yeah, totally generous. Hey, that one kit. At least I gave away one kit. Oh god. Fuck that dude. At this point, I've already like... I feel like I just have a natural dislike for like any YouTuber who goes super clickbaity. Which is funny, because I'm considering trying to go like... to really up my clickbaitiness over on YouTube. But I feel like I will like make or break my opinion of big YouTubers based on like thumbnails half of the time. Gatekeeping stash courts. Okay. That's the name of the game. So close to finishing, but it is getting weird. Probably just gonna be like firework time afterwards. That's a classic. You finish a really big schematic and you're just gonna be missing weird like blocks on the underside, you know, like that. So I'm just gonna be like fireworking around and slamming my face into the build until it finishes. Yeah, honestly, if I even missed blocks around here, I probably... like, you probably wouldn't catch it. That's another really good thing about huge builds. You miss a block? Oh no!
Yo!
I feel like I need to turn Mr. Haha Yo up a little bit.
Yo!
Yo.
Yo!
Yo.
Yo!
Yo. There we go. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of blocks on this underside. Calling on your work cell is truly Joker activity. I mean, hey. He had to reach me while I was streaming. It's the work cell. Also, I feel like in like the current generation, you don't have like work cells. It's either like somebody about our age, you know, a younger person who's just like their personal phone is also going to be their work phone, or you're going to be somebody like my dad who I think has like 4 work phones because he's not paying for any of them, and it like his company will just be like, oh yeah, here's a newer iPhone, and meanwhile he's still like playing Sudoku on a flip phone. Like, okay. Trapping. Okay. Douche has got 2 work phones now. He's moving up in the world. But that's proof that you are not Christian Correa, because no way in hell would they be giving Christian Correa 2 work phones. You couldn't be trusted with 2, or like 2 of anything. You give him 2 anything, he's gonna eat 1 and return the other. A phone holster on each hip. Yeah, you gotta be able to. Oh, the revenue split for I think for any amount of subs, because Twitch doesn't really give you like differing cuts until like you're a partner. You have like. They're not going to be giving me a different cut until basically Twitch is just already guaranteed my career. But until then, I think it's what 55 to 60% of subs. Sunglasses emoji. Yeah, I'm actually, wait, speaking of, how much? Wow, I'm at half charge. I've been so bad about even just charging my one phone lately. Again, I feel like I'm actually becoming an old man because it is ridiculous how often lately I have been falling asleep without putting my phone on the charger. Okay, let me get my shit, please. There we go. Yeah, I will like forget to put my phone on the charger completely. Or another thing that's, I don't know if it's me getting old or me just getting really overly like muscle memory familiar with my current phone. I have started sleeping through alarms with no conscious recollection of waking up, any alarms, nothing. I will have 3, like, doing the thing, you know, you're setting 3 to 4 alarms. We're trying to really make sure you're waking up. I'll wake up an hour after the last alarm with all of the 4 alarms having been turned off. It's like, my sleep texting? Like, what's going on? Hit over. Make sure I hit everywhere. My phone being turned off because of no battery several times this year before work. Yeah, it's either you're like on your total A game or you just like don't care, and I'm on full like don't care mode right now. Everybody I communicate with, you know, with my phone kind of knows that I'm either going to like reply instantly or in like a fortnight, so yeah. Almost done. Yep. Instant reply or later this year. And if it's an instant reply, it's probably a good chance you texted me while I was on the toilet. That's I guess that's my #1 business hour. Okay, the nuker is not making this part so nice. even hit that? I can't tell what I'm printing. Not too bad. Okay. Out of the snow. Yeah. This printer it prints the blocks so nicely compared to some of the printers I've had to deal with in the past. But, oh man, the ghost blocks are still just really annoying. Hey, excuse me, bud. Can make the jump over here. Yeah. I'm at Y level like 280 now, so I'm definitely almost done. I don't remember exactly what Y level this is gonna finish on, but I'm literally like 40 blocks to the build limit, so I know I'm close. Yeah, but here's the annoying part. Because it's no longer like a bowl, you know, you're just slowly... It goes from you're slowly printing it up layer by layer on the outskirts, and then it encloses up on top, and that's when you get all the mobs spawning on you. Gotta sit up. My classic posture problem is I don't slouch over like normal. I slowly like recline. Which if I had a nice chair probably wouldn't be a problem, but it's just chair doesn't move and it's just me moving and Yep. How the game works. Man, these guys are sharpshooters. Oh, thought I hit you off. Nope. I don't want your arrows. I don't honestly remember what the very top of this looks like, so I know I'm close, but how much I actually have to do is still kind of a mystery. Yeah, these ribs are ending, but the spinal bit could be spiking up for another 20 blocks. So let's see, it's a spine and like the shoulder blades, and I think that's basically it. What kill ore is for? Yeah, but I also kind of... That's like... For me, whenever I turn on kill aura with, like, auto switch on, I will then forget I have auto switch on, and then it'll end up, like, biting me in the ass and getting me killed, because it's a situation where I'm just trying to, like, run past the mob, or fly past it, and then it's just like, kill aura. Target locked. Yeah, auto eat, yeah, on a creep base surrounded by mobs, yeah. The one time I popped a totem last night was... It was auto... It was like a cross of like auto eat and auto gapple, I think at the same time, freaking the fuck out. Yeah. I'm skipping this song. It's boring and slow and piano based. Immediately do it again. Sorry. I gotta like cram my chair up real close to my desk, and then I'm forced to fix my posture. Oh, I actually landed that. Anything missing? What do you do now if you're like as in like hobbies?
The time is now 4:20.
I'm a degenerate 2B player. And that alone is a huge consumer of my time. But besides that, you know, play other games. I play guitar. Big old soccer fan. Like with your major. Ah. I have to do jack shit with her right now. It's the kind of thing where I got a kind of degree that was... It's pretty widely interchangeable. Like, it's not a super specialized degree. When did I take it? I graduated about a bit over a year ago. So, hallelujah, I'm still a relatively fresh graduate. I haven't been absolutely bit in the ass with student debt. So, I'm just still winging it right now. I use my programming expertise for passion projects, and that's it. While I do love my computers and I'm pretty good with them, I also did not really want to become a code monkey and just sit at a desk programming all day. Sounds miserable. I get a job pretty easily though. I'd hope. I've been hearing plenty of kind of scary things about the tech, like job industry as of late. But when I say job industry, the job market. But yeah, I'm just not very concerned at the moment. I've got very, very cheap bills, and I'm again, I got a really cheap degree, all things considered. I ended up with a lot very little debt compared to many people, and I will still take it. Give me a minute. But also, fucking, again, work for the NSA. Fuck no. Actually, I could have. That's one of the few things I was potentially could have been like a very obvious career choice would have been the NSA. But then I'm literally working for the NSA. Like, I remember Edward Snowden. I'm kind of good. Yeah, I have very little student debt, and for some reason the government isn't even collecting on that debt right now, so I'm sitting very happy. Oh, do I have to like really hit this? Yeah, employed by your dad. Yeah, like that's the thing too. Basically every business period nowadays needs cybersecurity in like some way. So that was always what I would be more interested in. I'd rather be like the one man tech team, or I don't know, like the local bar or some crap, like some weird thing where they need one tech employee to barely do things. But a bit different than, you know, again, becoming a code monkey. You're working on a team of 50 other programmers. I don't want to do, no. I like collaborating, but also I don't like corporations at scale. Government only spies on its people some of the time. Yeah. School would be good then. Here, hold on. Let me check. I think I'm done it now. Let me just check my block count. But I'm very hit or miss about teaching. Sometimes I really enjoy teaching things to people. If they don't like immediately understand what I'm trying to, you know, convey to them, I have no patience. Ooh, actually, if I check, you know what? I'm just gonna fly around, do a good old manual check. But I think I'm done. Programmers from Peru, you kinda can't beat the $4 an hour. Jesus Christ. Yeah, like, shocker. Somebody's always gonna be willing to do it for cheaper, but oh, missing blocks. Just put a block there, and I'm good. Yeah, I like programming, but I'm totally fine with programming being, you know, it's more, you're not programming for somebody else, but you would, if you get a job assignment, and then if you're able to program your own means of like automating your workload, that sounds good. Oh. Okay. Well, a couple missing blocks, but then I am done. Yes. As far as I know. Okay. Looking for... Again, technically if I do miss these kind of one-off blocks, it doesn't really matter. If you're building a map art, you need to like... You cannot have a single missing block because you're talking 128 by 128. 1 pixel of blue or something when you have a monochrome map art is gonna stand out. Very different story when it's not even 10 blocks from a schematic of this size. Because then, yeah, you're talking 10 blocks out of 100,000. Hold on, let me turn nuker off. There we go. Now print these last blocks. Hello? Is this zombie? Okay, it worked that time. Okay. Time for a once around, but we're looking good. Bro, just see done so I can go to bed. Hey, I'm pretty sure I'm done. I just want to double and triple check, but it's still really early where I'm from. Don't make me hold you up. Ooh, yep, block there. I think we're golden. Let me get rid of these disgusting pink blocks. Let me turn ESP off as well. And we are done. Big old boy. Thanks a lot. I see wanting traders dangling his llamas there. Pretty sure that's some form of animal cruelty. Looking nice. Well, gotta hide my screen for another quick second so I can finish that. Then start a world download. Oh! I tried to start a world download and my game crashed. Well, I'm gonna take that as a quick sign because I need to run to the restroom. So, I'm gonna BRB. When I'm back in a couple minutes, I'm gonna still hang around and run spawn. I'll go check on my T-Rex, that whole shebang, but hallelujah, we're done with the Mammoth. I'll be back in a jiffy. Alrighty. Let's get this game launched again. Wonder why that made my game crash. Just starting the world download. I wasn't completing, you know, finalizing the world download. I wasn't in the middle of a big world download. No, I hit like start world download. Instantly down for the count. Okay. Now it's working. Alright. Don't get it, but I'm not gonna argue with it either. Anyways. I can do the world's... Actually, I don't know if this is gonna leak anything, so... I'm so bad about remembering, like, what menus could leak and what won't, so... I'm just always like better safe than sorry. Well, Mammoth's done. I've been at it all day. I think I'm gonna go head over to my T-Rex. Go see what's going on there. I just find a stash. 400 dubs. God damn. Bet you're a happy camper. Whose stash, if I may ask? Man, this... Turn that down. Can't reveal yet. I'm gonna steal it on grief. Full video in a month. Alrighty. That's the thing. For better or worse, people are always very, very vocal about their finds nowadays. Also, I think I gotta hide my screen for about 2 minutes. It's not too bad travel-wise. Again, shocker. I'm at spawn. Flying to anything else at spawn doesn't take long. Instant hair in my mouth. Oy, oy. YouTuber named Nico. Not heard of him. I'm usually trying to... That's the thing. You can never expect to know like every fucking Minecraft content creator. There are so many. It's ridiculous. But I try and keep up to date with who's just doing anything on 2B2T. Yeah, I had like the same thing, except it was the most obvious thing ever. It was, if I have people adding me to tell me I'm in content, it's literally like, I was in like 1 frame of a fit video. Wow, shocker. It's almost like I was aware of it. It's like a guy added me on Discord and just went, I saw you in fit MC video. And I went, yeah. You did. Sure. My IGN. Oh, F1 hides it. Still got like 10 accounts beyond this, but this ended up being the one I stuck by as my main. Yeah, there we go. Show the whole, yeah. Well, that's the thing. Showing the whole of this, I'd literally be better off loading it up in like single player, because I don't have like, you know, yeah, I'm using like replay mod. But yeah, this thing is so fucking big. If I'm making a world download, I don't have to worry about it being all beyond render distance. If it's on the replay mod, I don't have to worry about it, because anything you load in is gonna then be rendered. You're just, I'm, you know, actually trying to show this off on 2B. Not so easy. It's just so fucking big. One of my friends on here was trying to do it. That's the same video I was in. By in, I don't remember if you actually see my in-game avatar at any point, but you see one. The thing I'm really pissed about to this day, yeah, last sec, I know him. Not terribly well, but I do know him. One of my map arts could have been in the thumbnail of the fit video for the Trident dupe. And by it could have been, it is. The problem before, because like Fit was just like given footage and he took the thumbnail from that footage. When I wasn't looking, one of my then buddies, now rat bastards, flipped my map art over, just like flipped it upside down for his shits and giggles. My map art is in the thumbnail of the Fit video, upside down, and I'm still so mad about that. That's like every map art maker's dream. And I got fucked over. OMG FitMC. Yeah, again, it's more just like, hey, it's free eyeballs and stuff for me. Can people find cords through the ground? There's a quadrillion potential terrain exploits on not only 2B but Minecraft as a whole. I know about some of them, and most of the ones I know about don't work. And by most, I'm like, basically everything I know about how to do just like doesn't work on 2B2T. There's a long history of exploits. It's hard, you know, it's always going to be hard to find like a list of what's still active and what's patched. So my general yeah, nothing works on 2B. Correct, but still my general advice is if you are, you know, if you aren't very, very confident with what you're doing, don't stream anything sensitive. Don't even like send screenshots of your base. If you're not sure what you're doing, just don't, just keep it to yourself. Ran into 30 million dubs at carpets. Sounds about right. I love me some carpet dubs. By that I just have a shulker of like it's basically the packed and ready carpet duper kit. Because I'm not gonna bring new, you know, like transport carpets. You throw down 100 new chests and make new carpet dupers. 7 million out. Yeah, that's our shit. There's one here. Let me go dump this stone that I no longer need. This way. Might head back to spawn. Kilgore playlist drop. That would be very hard to do because I get my music from fucking so many weird different sources, but ask me for song names or band names at any given point, I can hit you up. But there's like live sets from YouTube, live sets or old EPs from SoundCloud. There's shit all over. This is the Get Down services. I'll remember the specific song name, but this is Get Down Services Live in the Garden. Show your loot / bases. I don't think my proxies are on. I don't think I could do that if I wanted to. But my personal base, anyway, is kind of minimalistic. And by minimalistic, almost nothing. It's my much more handy base with actual farms and like what would be the cool thing to show off is also a group base that I'm not going to show off because even though I'm confident in not leaking cords, I'm not even going to try when it's, you know, the implication is fucking over like 10 other people. What clients? I'm on Rusher and Meteor. And the shulker mod, was it like just showing this is just I cannot remember the name. Extra tooltips. And specifically being able to lock the shulkers in extra tooltips. But I can do an e-chest tour. Oh yeah, it shows what's inside. Is that the... Okay, that's also that. It's extra tooltips for not only showing you everything inside, but also, again, you hold your button, in my case, shift, and then you can go into the shulker, which is also really, you know, if you're trying to find a very specific kit, might be handy. Incredibly useful when you want to do a quick check to make sure you have something in your e-chests, because then you can lock in... Oop. Bro. You can go, oh, I'm gonna go into that e-chest, lock it there, and then take a nice deep look into your e-chest from your inventory. Very, very convenient. Yeah, whatever. Staying then. Ah, face. I got a place for that. But get rid of that. Throw the snow. Yeah. I need a couple things. And then I'm gonna head to spawn. So anything valuable there? This location? No, because this is this is spawn. But you know, we got quick e-chest tour. We got netherite picks out the wazoo. We got TNT flying duper materials. 9 e-chest. Nah, then there's jack shit here. I'm at spawn, which means what's in my e-chest right now is all there is. Capples. I need these. Good old map arts. I also need these enchantment bottles. Oh yeah. Love this bad boy. The obvious sign I'm on 2B2T right here. Oh fuck. Oh god, they're starting to spawn. Hey bud. The Greeking are out. Oh, actually I forgot I destroyed the chests. Oh. Guess I'm throwing it away. Come get your stone. Free stone. also just realized, wait, what did I manage to break on my stream? What did I moved this whole thing? Yeah, there we go. Fixed it. Weird. I need some more get down services. Well, I'm not going to be going for too much longer, but since I'm already here and near spawn, I think I'm going to do a little bit of spawn propaganda just while I'm here. Okay. Missing fireworks. Quick hide of the screen. Gotta just hide where I'm heading to go back to spawn. Can't give you guys just a straight up explanation of how to get to my builds. Yeah, but also probably gonna be at spawn in like 2 minutes, not even. Okay. I'm to fly.
Time to get the bread stacked, earn a few extra quid. I put the clocks back. Jamie says the dinner takes 15 minutes. I said, yeah.
It's just like dead. Find another player. I should in a couple minutes.
That's a fucking cut. Jamie says the dinner takes 15 minutes. I said, get back, Jamie. I've only got 5.
This thing fucking dead too. Everything's dead.
Go on, Josh.
Okay, direction check. Okay, it's like another minute of flying, and then I'll be ready to go. So I just gotta get my various devices all charged up. Chord check. I can do this faster. 30 seconds I'll give it, and then I can show my screen. Okay. Almost good. We're good.
Jamie says the dinner takes 15 minutes. I say get back, Jamie.
Okay.
I've only got 5.
Well,
Nadia Hussein.
time to kill at least one. I need one Proxy's blood on my sword before I get off. Ew, little lag. I swear I need to take another look at my shaders. There's so many times now where I'm just at spawn and I get hit with the, yeah, like right now. 23 FPS. That is bad. It's a room tour. My room is pretty boring and mostly crammed full of instruments. Also, I think my bed is still a majority of the space in my room. Not very big. And I also just got an overly sized bed. Ding. Player or proxy? I don't know, but they're AFK. Oh, it's a proxy. Bye bye. Yeah, look at all this moss. And Fast Vincent's been up to his shit. Still so funny. They drop the sample and then they're just like, "What's he doing here?" Okay. Map everywhere. Is it trapped? Nope. Got an Aphex Twin thing? Hold on. Anytime I see a map, I gotta be scared. What the fuck? like Aphex Twin as a me? Okay. That is exactly what it is. Go into a random portal? Nah, that's not what I'm at spawn for. I'm not a fan of a Nether 0-0. I don't do crystal PvP, and I don't need to be giving those nerds the satisfaction. Ding. Yeah, why PvP when you could kill people like this? Get back here, you proxy. It's running for its life. Oh wait, I forgot. I kind of oopsie. Forgot to unmute my game client. Y'all had no noise. By that, it's basically just dings when players come into render, but I was just saying ding and y'all were probably like, what does that mean? How did Lumbridge turn out? I have still barely started. If you saw what I did on stream that one time, that's basically it. But I can load this bad boy up while I'm doing this. I did spend time making a plugin for RuneLight that will make my life so much easier when it comes to Lumbridge Castle. Because yeah, you look around like the courtyard of Lumbridge Castle and you're just like, oh yeah, it's pretty simple. I could recreate this. And then you see your first hill in the game and you're like, I don't know. So I custom made a little plugin that'll help us, me, my one buddy Fable, whoever. Again, it's going to be a pretty small project. It's a bit more of a very accurate passion project than anything, but we're going as accurate as possible. So let me run this sucker. Got that map already replaced and found that spawn. Yeah, I'd say there's a couple of these at spawn. My room light opened to tab me out. Came across one in the nether. Yeah, they are everywhere. Alrighty. Get logged in on RuneScape here. Alrighty. Okay, so I already had. Oh, wait. Oh, it's not showing up. Hello, come on. Start recording my RuneScape. There we go. Took a nice minute. The clients I use, I'm using Meteor and Rusher. The good old 1-2. But so, oh wait, I need more. Before I explain this, I need to run for music. Oh, what a dick. So, I already had these black little grid lines around my RuneScape game. That's how I was aligning things before. But as soon as you hit, oh wow, this road is really bumpy, the grid becomes useless. So, I made this land surveyor plugin that just tells you like a numeric value for the height off of seafloor any given tile is. So you're looking at really boring similar spots over here, then yeah, little ass music. Yeah, all these 240, 238, basically identical. They're identical heights. Little divot at 220, you know, it's going to give you just the little bits of information for basically fucking everywhere. The first height level locked Iron Man. I mean, technically you could. And so yeah, see over here, yeah, you go down to sea level, it's 0, but you go up to this hill where the church is, you got a nice 400. And that enough probably would have been good enough data-wise for me to finish my build, but then I also went a bit crazier and added hypsometric mode, so you can color code the numbers based on what the height value is, or if you want to really just burn it into your eyeballs, you can make it the color of the tile itself, and then you just can't kind of see like anything. But you know, technically, hey, you could like create topographic maps, more or less, of RuneScape. Very weird, pretty damn niche, but it's gonna be so fucking useful for me. So, yeah, I'll definitely be back on that Lumbridge Castle build soon, but one of my problems too was that when I was originally clearing land for this castle, I was like, oh yeah, yeah, it's 240, all this flat land of Lumbridge Castle. I'll just make that the sea level, basically. No. Again, once I actually did the math, of those elevation numbers, numerically 35 to 40 is equivalent to one Minecraft block. So if you're 240 off of sea level, you are 6 Minecraft blocks above sea level. So I either have to go to the exact same spot that I was building Lumbridge Castle and put in so much just like filler stone, or I move, you know, 10k to the side. Like, I'm probably not even going to bother making a new trail or anything. Like, literally up and relocating, but just like going somewhere else. And I was trying to submit that plugin to the RuneLite like plugin hub, and oh my god, they're like it's just they're insane over there on the GitHub. Downgrading to 1.21.4 for this printer was so worth it. Glad to hear. Again, I have that as you were seeing the entire time I was building it, horrible ghost blocks with the printer. It might say you have a stack of blocks. You're gonna have 0 blocks in that stack. It's really annoying. I'm not sure how to fix it. But it's a trade-off, because in the past, the printers never had that. At, you know, if they did have any ghost blocks, it was nowhere nearly as bad. But the printers also sucked. They placed nowhere near the number of blocks. Nowhere near flop 9. Yeah, it was nowhere near fast enough. Misplaced blocks. Just everything you could do wrong, it would. I'm coming for you, Flop. Ah, I love stat padding. Yeah. Throw down a couple more map arts, and I think I'm gonna skedaddle. Earlier stream than today, but I'm getting hungry. That's my classic. If I actually stream during the daylight hours, I feel like I don't like to like interrupt my streams for like long periods to like go eat or something. Ding ding ding. So if I'm streaming during the day, it's probably not the longest. Oh, I started a stream at midnight? Sure, I'm gonna go for like 6 hours for no fucking reason. Woohoo! You see that? Oh, well, howdy doody, pest. I messed that dude up. I hit him and then caught him again before he hit the ground. A proper one, too. Also, now that I've finished that mammoth, I've got some big plans for stuff to do on post-production. What am I doing? Right now, I'm just finishing up my night by putting down some of my map art. But, earlier, I was building a big old mammoth skeleton. Hence the stream title. I started it last night, so like a 2-day project, and I placed about 100,000 stone blocks. So, quote fun. Oh, hopefully you don't have to look far. I have put already thousands of these map arts down. It's a proper calling card. Yeah, there's plenty at the overworld spawn. There's some scattered around in the nether, but not usually on the highways. I'm just kind of like lazy to... I haven't been traveling. I'm not going to travel just to, you know, like do needless highway travel in order to put down map arts. Not going to happen. Hey. Oh, they took his leg. Yeah, it was a lot of stone, but hallelujah for printers. Yes, this is the overworld. Overworld within a cave spawn. And I was building also, and very close to spawn. It's not in the spawn radius, literally, but the mammoth was at spawn. So, time will tell how long it lasts. It is a massive, massive build. It will be, like, difficult to mess with. Well, just saying, it's not my base. I don't base at spawn, but I build at spawn. All of my actual bases, yeah. It's the classic. It's the 2B thing. It's millions out. More likely to be found by, like, you know, Ladad or somebody. Anyways. It's the last song. Alright. I'm gonna close up shop. Like I said, I'm tuckered out and hungry. It was a very fun stream. Shout out to Rusty. Almost called him Rusty. Trusty again for the raid. Rusty's a different two-beer. There's Trusty and there's Rusty. But I'll be back another day. I got plenty of interesting plans. I'm gonna go start messing with the post-production side of my Mammoth build, but I'll be back another day. Who knows what I'll be doing? I might be at spawn. I might be back on the Lumbridge build. I might be making another skeleton with 100,000 blocks. I honestly am kind of winging what I stream on the daily. Adios. Have a good night.